Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your patience. I know you guys have been waiting like a week for another tutorial. I do have a couple coming. I saw a lot of people frustrated with foils, and I thought, well, I better show you guys another tutorial or two just to kind of get you guys a little bit more comfy with the whole nail foil thing, because you can do so many beautiful things with nail foils. I don't know if you are on my Facebook, but the majority of stuff that I've been painting up lately, I have incorporated foil in there somewhere, and it's delightful once you get the hang of it. So I understand your frustration, and I am here to help. First, we are going to paint on my stone. I am just doing like a simple fern. I just want to take up some space nicely, and then we're going to add some beautiful glasswing butterflies on and around the fern. And if you guys have not seen glasswing butterflies, look up them. Oh my gosh, Google them. They are so, what is the word? Like unique and strange and almost like fairy-like creatures, you know, just not normal. I think that way of hummingbirds as well. They're just such crazy little fairyland creatures, or just fascinating. They're fascinating. So these glasswing butterflies do exist. Mine are not going to be realistic looking, but they are going to be gorgeous. And you get to practice using foils a little bit more. So start off, I use some classic green paint. I am going to list all my paint colors in the description just for you, but you don't have to use the same colors as me. I'm just using a darker green, and I'm making sure that the layers of paint are thick enough that I can't see through to the stone. So I'm going to go down either side with just some simple, it kind of looks like a feather, I guess, a fern feather. And yeah, just make sure that you let your fern dry nicely, and make sure that once it's dry, you can't see through. Because sometimes it does wait until it's dry before it's like, aha, you missed some. That's usually when I find out that I missed some, is when it's totally dry. So I'll be adding a little bit of glitter to these leaves later, but that's like one of the last things I'm going to do. I just want to get this down first, and then we can sketch on our glasswing butterfly once it is dry. Super cute. I like it already. So it's dry. You can see that it's not all shiny anymore. And I'm just going to take a pencil. You might want to practice a glasswing butterfly a few times on paper before you try it on your rock. I don't want anyone to ruin their beautiful fern. So definitely figure out where you want it, where you're going to place it, and sketch it on with pencil, because you can always erase it if you don't like how it looks. I make it look easy, but that's only because I've been doing hundreds of dragonflies and butterflies since I started painting. So like 7, 8 years ago, I don't even know now. I've never, professionally painted before, never went to school, didn't have any formal training. I had art class in high school just to get a credit. But I don't remember anything that was taught to me there. So if I can do it, you can do it. It just definitely takes practice and patience, and the I can do this attitude. So, and if you don't believe that, I didn't believe it either. But if I keep telling myself that I can't do something, I just don't do it. If I tell myself that I can, it turns out like this. So that's what you need to do. You just have to keep that same attitude, and you'll be able to do it. If you build it, it will come. So yeah, that was a movie reference. Sorry for anyone who does not know. So I am just outlining everything black, black, black. It's okay to thicken your wings on your glasswing butterfly. It's okay. Looks a little bit like a dragonfly, but if you look them up, they do have wings like this. But they are butterflies. They're not dragonflies. So I'm just going to do like a sideways one that's flying above. We're going to do some flowers below that one, and we're going to do a little baby one above the fern a little bit later. but I just want to get everything in black. And then once that black is dry, I'm going to erase any pencil that I didn't like or that I didn't end up using. And then we can move on from there. So I just want to thank everybody. I am almost at 60,000 subscribers and I can't even believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that there's that many people in the world that want to listen to my laugh or that want to hear my voice and watch me paint. I just think that's crazy fantastic, and it makes my heart flutter, and it makes me happy, and it makes me proud, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right in the world, and it makes me keep going. So I just want to thank all of you. If you have subscribed in the past, but you notice that you aren't now, it's because there has been some glitches in the YouTube system, and some subscribers have been unsubscribed accidentally. So check your subscribe button. If it says you're subscribed, you're good to go. If it doesn't, just click the button and you will be subscribed. There is no fee. You do not pay anything to me at all or anyone in order to watch my videos. It's totally free. And yeah, so hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you don't miss any of my new tutorials. And hopefully I'll be uploading a few of them soon. I'm hoping to have some really good news for you guys soon as well. And I'm thinking about doing another contest, although I had some really rude people that didn't like that they didn't win, I guess, on my last contest, and it was really upsetting. So I haven't done a contest since then, but I'm hoping that we can come up with a cool contest and throw it at you soon. We'll see. I will let you know. I will keep you guys updated. And like I said, I think I have a little bit of news coming soon, but we will see. And you guys, of course, are my rock family, my rock solid group of amazing creative people, and I want to share my good news with you. So hopefully soon I will have some news to share. So I have mixed together fire coral and magenta, and I'm just kind of blobbing on some petals. I want to keep all that texture there because it actually helps with how I want my flowers to look. So the paint's super thick. If you need to go back over with a second coat, that's okay. I am going to be using my nail glue that does need a UV or LED lamp to dry, to cure. And I'm going to be using some oil slick nail foils. It does look like oil or gasoline in a puddle. So that's the best way for me to describe what the wings are going to look like. So I'm literally painting it on just like nail polish, painting it right on because they're big areas that you can work with. For the smaller areas, I'm using a disposable eyeliner brush, which I got from Amazon, which is this little black one here. You can also use these for a fine lining brush. You can trim some of the bristles out so that you can get really fine lining done. But I will leave the link in the description for everything that I'm using. And I do cure it for 1.5 to 2 minutes. And then make sure the shiniest side is facing upwards. The dull side is the side you want to stick to the glue. So once you get it down there and you stick it on, I know I've put it on the wrong way before and made a mess of things. So make sure you test out which side it is, and it will come off easily, just like that. Just like butter. So I'm going to do it again on this side, paint it on. You don't have to do a super thick layer, but I like to make sure all my spots are covered so that there's no patches. But sometimes when there's patches, I like the way it looks there too, because it kind of looks distressed or I don't know, it's roughed up a little, and I just kind of like the way it looks. So as long as you use the right side, it should go on nicely and come like peel off nicely without sticking or peeling off any of your paint. Yeah, just make sure you're using the correct side. And one thing I have noticed is that a lot of my foils, I've been testing them out A lot of them, you don't even need to wipe off that protective layer on the back. So even try skipping that step if you saw it in one of my other tutorials. It's because I was new at this and I'm still learning. I learn and share with you what I'm learning as I go along. So some of them I really didn't have to take off that protective layer on the back. They seem to go on just fine. So I'm doing this whole one at the same time, all of its wings at the same time, and it works out really well. You can sometimes go back over areas that didn't fill in and the foil will stick to it anyway. You don't have to redo it. I'm just making sure that there's nice thick layers of that magenta and fire coral mixed together on my flowers. I just want to have nice thick textured petals on there. So I am going to do a baby glasswing butterfly up top, but I'm going to show you what it looks like outlined. I'm using Mayan gold still just because I still have some left. Normally I'm using spun gold from Folkart, or no, DecoArt. It's the one that I've been using since I started painting, and I get it from my local Dollarama. It's like my favorite gold paint in the world because of its consistency. It really glides on smooth and I love it. So once the Mayan gold's gone, I will be going back to spun gold. I still love it and I miss it and have not broken up with it. So, but this Mayan gold does have a different shine to it. It kind of looks like, I guess you could say like liquid gold foil. I don't even know what it's called now. What is it called? It's really bad for you. It's actually cancerous. So I don't like to use it unless I have a big mask on my face, and nobody wants to wear that while they're creating their artwork at their desk. So I'm sticking to the Mayan gold for that bright, brilliant, shiny gold look. And I'm just doing a fine line of that all the way around my glasswing butterflies, all the way around their bodies. I found their little bodies and put their little shapes in, and then I'm going to be using foil on the inside of the body as well, just to give you guys a little more practice as well. Yeah, it's awesome. I love foils. There's so much you can do. I've done some really cool ones, yin yangs, and like I said, the astrological signs. They took me a long time, but so fun. I just love it. And once, like I said, once you get comfortable with the foils, you can do so much. It opens up your whole world. And if you can find foil glue that you don't need to use a curing lamp, I know it's out there. I don't know what brands are. I don't know what the names of them are, but I know there are brands out there that you do not need a curing lamp. I'm going to check actually, because one of my lovely friends sent me some that didn't need a lamp, but I don't know the name of it and I can't find it right now. But yeah, I know there are some foil glues out there, and you might even be able to get away with using like a regular craft glue, and then you just kind of wait until a certain time when it's kind of sticky and try it then. But I wouldn't suggest it. I think it's called foil glue for a reason, and it's best used for foil. So I don't know. But you still can't see the baby glasswing butterfly, but there will be one. I'm going to do some like wispy little yellow hairs coming out the top of the flower. Now it kind of resembles like a pinkish marigold, I guess. Let me know what you guys think of them. I'm going to use some magenta and outline all the petals to kind of define them a little bit better once the pink is dry. So I'm adding my little baby one over here at the top just to kind of fill in that area. But it is going to be really super small, and of course you can't see it right now, but I will adjust. You will see it. I promise. Look at those wings. Don't they look absolutely gorgeous? Like, I like using glitter for wings because I want to see the transparency, but this is even better than glitter. Like, glitter has its own place on my stones, trust me. But for wings, for dragonflies, and for like fairies, and I'm going to be doing a fairy tutorial really soon, actually. And of course, there will be foil in the wings. But it's perfect for like bumblebee wings and fairy wings and butterfly wings and dragonfly wings. Just an awesome, awesome added little feature if you want to change things up a little bit, especially once you get comfortable. Now, I do cook it under the lamp for about 2 minutes to make sure that my glue is sticky, but not too sticky, or else the foil does not stick to it. So try it, whatever works with you. Test it out on test it out on anything. Okay. Test it out on paper. You can even put the foil glue on paper, put it under the lamp, put it on there for 2 minutes and see how it comes out. I'm adding a little bit of nail glitter. It's chrome powder, which I will leave a link for in the description where I get mine. I get all of my stuff on Amazon in Canada, or also I will be giving you the link to the pink chair where I get 99% of my nail foils from. You can use my discount code Rachel Mitchell at the pink chair and you will get a discount. I will leave that link in the description as well. You can get chrome powder nail glitter from there. You can get foils from there. You can get glitter nail polish. You can probably get UV lights. You can get everything from there. I did get my UV light from Amazon. But these nail foils I did get from the pink chair. They're amazing. They're a Canadian company. I like to support local if I can. So I'm super excited that they are a Canadian company and they have a lot to choose from. So if you want holographic foils, or if you want like oil slick, or if you want lace foils are gorgeous, especially depending on what you do with them. They look amazing. Flowers, I'm going to have a flower foil tutorial coming very, very soon. Actually, probably within the next couple of days. So very exciting. So I'm dabbing on, I did dab on pink glitter on the flowers, and now I'm dabbing on like a goldish green onto any parts of the fern that we can still see. And I am going to be putting some DuraClear gloss varnish over top of the glitter parts now in order to keep that glitter in place. I don't want that glitter on my butterfly. I don't want that glitter on any other part of my rock. So I'm going to hold it in place with the varnish until I resin. So I am now going to do the bodies of my butterflies. And I'm literally filling in the body over top of the black paint. Make sure your black paint is dry. I'm putting the nail glue right in there. And then I'm going to cure it under the lamp for 2 minutes. And then when it comes back out, I'm going to use like a beautiful holographic foil that changes from yellow to pink. Yellow, red, pink, I believe. And that's what the body is going to be basically. So you'll see like the head one color, and the rest of the body just kind of changes color as we go along. So you will see that, and it looks super pretty. I cannot even explain how beautiful this looks in person. I wish you could see it like I see it through my eyes once it's done, because it's absolutely gorgeous, but I just don't feel like I can capture it on video. See how it changes from like a yellow to orange to red to pink and purple. So I just rub it right over top. None of that foil stuck to my wings because my wings are already covered in foil. So the glue isn't sticky on the wings anymore. But anywhere that has still sticky glue, my foil is stuck to. So now the body is a beautiful color changing holographic sparkly little butterfly body. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other two bodies. You can use different colors. You can use green or blue. You don't have to use the colors that I'm using for foil in the bodies. Same with the wings. You can do the wings black and then do like a sparkly holographic over top of it. Or if you want to keep them transparent, you can do it like this. Oh my goodness, there's just so many things that you can do. It's so fun. So I'm going to do one that goes from like a bluish to green to yellow and red. And so this body is going to look a little bit different from the other one, but not much. Still sparkly, still gorgeous. Let me know if you guys have had some crazy experiences with your foil yet. It's always best to practice to see how long you need to dry it for under your lamp. When does it stick the best? You don't have to resin your stones. I didn't resin this one before I stuck the foil to it. There's nothing special you have to do. Just as long as you have your nail foil glue and you cure it for long enough, you will be able to stick the foils to it. And I have not taken off any backing of any of the foils that I've used today. So I've literally taken them right out of the package and stuck them right on after my glue cured for 2 minutes. So none of these needed any kind of special treatment before I used them. And I learn, like I said, as I go along, and I will let you guys know any secrets or tips and tricks that I can come up with as I go along. And I will promise always to not hide any of that information from you, because I don't want you to struggle. I'm going through the struggles so that you guys don't have to. So once you have used the foil, you can paint over top of it. You can dot it. You can do like little veins in the wings, like you see on butterflies and dragonflies. You can paint over top. You can do whatever you want over top of that foil. So it's so easy to use once you figure it out. There is tricks to it at first, but practice. You can foil anything. Okay. So if you have a little jewelry box or like a little paper box or something, cover it in foil glue and take a bunch of foil and stick it to it. Decorate it. You're going to love it when it's done anyway, but just practice as much as you can before you put it on your stone that you've worked so hard on, because then you ruin it, right? You risk ruining it. Not necessarily ruin it, but you risk damaging all that time you spent on your butterfly, the shape of your butterfly, the shape of the wings, the fern, all of it. You worked so hard on it, and to mess it up at the end with foil is really upsetting. So definitely practice. There's all sorts of stuff you can practice on, even paper, like I said, and just make sure that you know how long your glue has to be under the lamp for. Make sure you read the directions. And I even read the directions on mine, and I still put it in for just a little bit longer because I found the glue was still too sticky. And if it's too sticky, nothing's going to happen, and it just gets so frustrating. And also make sure with these clear foils that you're using the correct side. The shiny, shiny, shiny side face up. The other side is face down. It's kind of dull. You can kind of see the pattern a little bit more on the other side, but it's not as shiny. So keep your shiny side up, and it should be a helpful hint for you guys. So you can see the glitter on my little petals. I have outlined the petals with magenta, so it's not too dark. There's not black outline, but you can see the petals are a little bit more defined. I've outlined all of my butterflies in black, and I also signed it, and now this is the result after resin. It was raining out, but I saw the sun peeking out, and I thought, well, let's try and show this baby off in a little bit of sunlight while I can. It has been raining a lot the last couple of days, actually, so we're lucky I have a dry moment. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of the wings. And Let me know if you're struggling and if I can help in some way. Practice. That's all I can suggest. I'm getting good at it now, but I've been definitely doing a lot of foil work to practice. So give it a go, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe just in case YouTube unsubscribed you for whatever reason. And I will be back very, very soon. I love you all. Keep painting and keep practicing. I will see you soon. Bye.